The Fairy Princess of Ergetzin. In a grand and beautiful city by the sea, there once lived a man named Mar Shalman, who was on his deathbed. In this splendid city, there was no one wealthier than him. Lying in his luxurious bed with soft down pillows under his head, he watched the sunset through the open window with teary eyes. The sun was slowly sinking like a fiery ball beyond the calm waters of the harbor. As it seemed to disappear, Mar Shalman suddenly sat up and in a weak voice asked, "Where is my son? Where is Bar Shalman?" His hands trembled over the sheets as if searching for something. Sitting at the bedside, his son answered with tears in his eyes but strength in his voice. "I am here, Father." "I am about to leave this world," the old man said. "When the sun disappears beyond the horizon, my soul shall leave this weak body. I have lived a long life, gained great wealth. Soon it will all be yours. Use it wisely. Follow the path of knowledge. Live as a man worthy of yourself and our noble Jewish faith." He paused, then continued, "Before I go, I ask for a promise. Swear to me that you will never sail across the seas." Sobbing, Bar Shalman replied, "I swear, Father. I will never set sail. I will never leave the land of my birth." "Good," whispered the old man. "You swore before the heavens. Keep your word and may God bless you. Look, the sun is setting." With that, Mar Shalman's head fell onto the pillow, and he passed from this world. Bar Shalman watched the sun vanish from sight, then quietly left the room in tears. The whole city mourned Mar Shalman, for he was known as a wise and generous man. Bar Shalman took his place, always opening his doors to the poor and those seeking guidance. Years passed. One day, a foreign ship docked in the harbor. No one understood the captain's language, so they called Bar Shalman, the wisest man in the city. When Bar Shalman heard that the ship carried goods for his father, he was stunned. "I am Mar Shalman's son," he said. The captain replied, "Then you are the most fortunate and wealthiest man alive. These jewels and treasures are only a small part of what your father owned across the sea." Bar Shalman was shocked. "My father never spoke of such wealth." The captain explained, "Your father was my father's master. Before dying, my father instructed me to find his master or his heir and return the wealth." Bar Shalman hesitated. "I cannot come with you. I swore to my dying father never to sail." The captain urged him, "Your father may have lost his senses in old age. In my land, oaths made to those not of sound mind do not bind." After long days of reflection, Bar Shalman agreed. He said goodbye to his loved ones and set sail. For 3 days the journey was peaceful, but on the 4th the wind died. The ship stood still. Suddenly, though no wind blew, the ship began moving rapidly. The captain ran to the helm but couldn't control the vessel. "The ship is cursed," he cried. "We're doomed." In panic, the crew blamed Bar Shalman. "He brought bad luck," they yelled, moving to throw him overboard. But just then the lookout cried out, "Land ahead!" The captain, still unable to control the ship, watched as it finally ran aground on a sandy beach. The ship shook from bow to stern, but somehow it stopped without taking damage. There were no rocks in sight, only an abandoned, sandy shore dotted with sparse, distant trees. Regaining his composure, the captain said, "The ship appears undamaged, but I don't know how we'll set sail again. I've never seen this land before." He began poring over maps but found no trace of this coastline. The sailors stood in silence, gazing at the mysterious shore. Bar Shalman suggested, "Shall we explore the area?" The first mate shouted, "No! Can't you see? There are no waves, no signs of life. These are the lands of demons. We'll never escape unless we throw the cursed one, Bar Shalman, overboard. Bar Shalman replied, "Then I will go ashore alone. Anyone who comes with me will get 50 silver coins." Despite the offer, none of the sailors moved. Determined, Bar Shalman leapt off the ship. As he landed on the sand, the ship violently shook. "I told you so," yelled the first mate. "The curse is real." They tried to sail away without him, but the ship wouldn't budge from the sand. Bar Shalman climbed one of the trees. When he returned, he said, "The land stretches for miles. There are no people, no animals, only sand." When he attempted to reboard the ship, the crew blocked him. The first mate even drew a sword. As Bar Shalman deflected the blade, he struck the ship's hull with a branch in his hand, and the entire vessel shook again. The crew panicked. "He is cursed. He brings the storm." Seeing an opportunity, Bar Shalman struck the hull a second time. Again the ship trembled. He raised the branch once more and shouted, "If the ship is truly cursed, something will happen on the third strike." He struck the prow. "He is cursed. He brings a storm." Seeing an opportunity, Bar Shalman struck the hull a second time. Again the ship trembled. He raised the branch once more and shouted, "If the ship is truly cursed, something will happen on the third strike." He struck the prow. Suddenly the ship began to move, ripping free of the sand and sailing away at great speed. "Come back! Come back!" shouted Bar Shalman, watching the captain try and fail to steer the vessel. In moments, the ship disappeared over the horizon, leaving Bar Shalman alone on the shore. "So this is what becomes of the world's richest man," he muttered. Suddenly, a terrifying roar echoed. He turned to see a massive lion charging at him. He scrambled up a tree as the lion lunged. The beast circled the trunk, growling and roaring through the night. Bar Shalman clung to the upper branches, unable to sleep, fearing he'd fall. At dawn, a new danger arrived. A gigantic eagle circled above and shrieked, diving toward him like an arrow. It eventually perched on a thick branch nearby. Bar Shalman drew a knife and slowly crawled toward it. Just as he got close, the eagle spread its wings. Bar Shalman lost grip of his knife and instinctively grabbed the eagle's feathers. With a powerful beat of its wings, the eagle took off, carrying Bar Shalman into the sky. They soared higher and higher. Below, the trees became dots. Hunger and dizziness took hold. He feared he couldn't hold on much longer. The eagle flew across seas and islands, tireless. No homes, no ships, no people. As night fell, Bar Shalman saw lights below, an ancient city hidden within a forest. As the eagle descended, Bar Shalman leapt, risking everything. He crashed through the treetops, breaking branches. His clothes tore, skin was scratched, but the branches slowed his fall. He landed on the ground, bruised and shaken, but alive. To be continued.